As the senior population across Niagara grows, elder abuse is an issue. Today, Crime Stoppers Elder Abuse Niagara is receiving $56,000 in funding to help support future plans in dealing with the issue of elder abuse.
We were able to get the OTF grant, so the Ontario Trillium Foundation grant, and to do a seed project. And this is what this is looking at for the next year, finding out where are those gaps in our service delivery, what we need to look at to be able to move forward, and look at how Crime Stoppers can play a role through their tip line as part of a reporting service for Niagara, and then maybe the other Crime Stoppers across Ontario will pick that up as well.
We know that there's a lot of different types of neglect and abuse in the field, and there was no protocol for dealing with these. A lot of people in various contact centers where they deal with elders had no place to report any type of abuse, and their hands were tied and they couldn't do much.
According to Police Chief Brian McCullum, there are different forms of elder abuse.
The challenges associated with elder abuse, I mean, there's so many different areas of whether it's physical abuse, whether it's sexual abuse. A lot of them are financial crimes, and it's individuals who have power of attorney, who take advantage of a loved one, family member, etc. And they're all individual and very challenging and really disturbing cases in many instances. So we look at them individually and try and weigh out the evidence and circumstances around each one, and where we can lay a charge, we do.
How important was it for you to get involved in this committee?
Well, I have a father who is suffering from dementia, and I find myself recognizing that he's in a pretty vulnerable state. So I think it's really important for us as the police to be in a position where we are able to look after people that are in that vulnerable state.
Community input is important to the committee. Numerous focus groups will be scheduled in the months to come.
So we're doing those focus groups to find out what people know and what they don't know. We also are hosting 2 focus groups with service providers. So we're hearing mostly from our community, our citizens in our community, and 2 groups will be just service providers on where the gaps are in service provision, what people in the service industry know and don't know, to help bridge the gap between police services as well as health services when addressing elder abuse. We're also going to have 3 specific focus groups, one within our Francophone community in Niagara, one within our LGBTQ2 community in Niagara, and one within the Indigenous community of Niagara. So as their voices are heard from their perspectives as well, they often get lost. They're very marginalized people, and they often get lost when we're sort of looking at where gaps in services are, and those would be our biggest gaps in services.
Now, how will this be a springboard for future grants?
Hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, we will be able to apply for a GROW grant, and that will give us the money to run the program and do it through Crime Stoppers, through our anonymous tip line.
And what will be done with that money if you get it?
We will hire, most of the money goes towards staffing, and we will be able to develop a protocol for the reporting the abuse and for dealing with all the reports.
Today's seed money will allow the committee to find the gaps that exist and work collaboratively to close them in order to keep our seniors safe. In Font Hill, reporting for The Source, I'm Brenda Schultz.